Welcome back to our series on growth strategy. I hope you have seen the previous two videos where we have reviewed on the first one what are the 5 different things to consider in order to review your current state of the organization, and in the second one where we did the SWOT analysis and the VRIO framework. Now, based on these two videos and review, I hope you have come up with a set of action plans or action items and some level of details in terms of what all you want to do next. The next step we have to go through is look at the key performance indicators of your organization. So the key performance indicators can be in terms of the products or service. I use these two interchangeably. The main thing you have to keep in mind is we are doing this in order to build on our competitive advantage in the marketplace. So there are 10 key performance indicators in order to review your products or service in the marketplace. I would have loved to do all 10 of them in one video, but for the purpose of keeping the video short, we will do 5 and they'll split and we'll do the next 5 in the next video. So let's look at the first 5 in no particular order. So the first one that we need to think about is what is your clear positioning strategy? What is the product or a service which is highest grossing revenue of your organization and why? You need to know what is the services and value-added benefits that you are giving to your customers for that particular product. What is the position in the market? What are the competitors? And how is it being the topmost revenue grossing or the best product of your organization? This will tell you again based on the people, process, technology, why so and what has been done better. This will help you bundle your products better. The second one is outlining what is your distribution and packaging strategy. You need to know which is the key product, what are the other products, and for all the products that are there in the marketplace, how are they packaged? How are they coming across to your customers? What is it that are its differentiations? What can you do better based on the review of the current package and the other packages that are available in the marketplace? Can you sharpen how you are positioning your product? Can you sharpen what kind of product package is being offered? Is there a possibility of giving value-added services like a support that is thrown in, maintenance? Is there possibility for additional revenue looking at the product package or a service package that you're looking at? So the third one we are talking about is the differentiation. It is important to know what are your differentiation of your particular product. How are you being perceived? You have to look at the differentiation not only from the internal company standpoint, you should also look at how it is being perceived. Why is a particular customer using your product or a service as compared to what are the other choices they have in the marketplace? It is important to know what was the real problem that you started solving and what it ended up doing. It may be the same or it could be slightly different. More often we see that there are slight variations from what we started off with. And so you need to look at, okay, what else I can do to solve the customer's problem. Maybe there are several different customer segments. I need to see which among them this product or service is going to be fully useful, for whom I'm solving maybe 50% of the problem. But can I add something new to increase my differentiation from the other products in the marketplace so that we also be 2 steps ahead of the competition? So the next one is the quality of your product or service. What is quality? There are various ways of looking at quality. Is it in terms of what kind of retention it is having, what kind of customer service it is having, what is the net promoter score of your product or service, how is it that the product lasts and solves the issues of our customers, what is its sustainability across all the parameters. So by looking at the quality, you can also again see what I can improve. Quality can have many different dimensions and we need to be able to review all and be able to come up with some value addition updates to our product that has been offered. So the next one that we would like to talk about is the customer retention. Customer retention is the most important thing we need to work on. I'm sure you are aware that it takes 19 times more effort in order to get a customer that we have left behind. And it can be for good reasons, but we should know that it is very clear decision that you want to do that. Otherwise, it is best to try to regain them in some other aspect so that you can retain your customers as much as possible, so that you derive a better lifetime value from your customers. The other thing to note on customer retention as to why it is important is that it takes 6 times more effort in order to get a new customer. If you retain your existing customer, you are definitely building trust. You're building your product base. You're having the cheerleaders, who are going to take you and help you with your marketplace. They are going to help you get more customers in the marketplace. So therefore, think about your customer retention strategy very carefully. This is a very key performance indicator that we need to always work on a continuous basis. So based on these 5 different key performance indicators, you should look and review and come up with a set of points that you have discovered based on this entire review. What you need to do is to speak to peers, mentors, seniors, juniors, leaders, everybody in and outside of the organization in order to validate. So you may also come up with points which we'll have to update, and you might have to go back to your SWOT analysis and VRIO framework and update those, because sometimes when you are further down in your strategy review, you come up with points that are very relevant in your entire building process, and that's how it works. Strategy, what we are covering in this video series, is one part, and it gets you started off the ground. There are a lot more things to be thought of based on your specific situation. So let's make sure that we are capturing all the data as we go along the growth strategy. Please feel free to provide your inputs, your perspectives while you went about building your growth strategy. Please make sure that you continue on this journey in building your good, robust growth strategy for your organization.